I would not accept the fact that I would be engaged to a job I hate.
Hiya.
Hi guys. Oh wait, it's my energy, you know. Hi guys. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Funsho Waters. I am a Nigerian lawyer, a broadcaster, a social media enthusiast, and now I am a YouTuber. Of course, I want to say but I don't know how to say it, so help me put the into it. I don't know how to do that stuff. Anyway, for the returning subscribers, I want to say thank you so much. We are, I think, on or at 200 subscribers. I think that we can do more, so I'm going to be begging you to please share my videos with your friends and family. Put up my post on your social media platform. Let people know that I am the latest YouTuber they should be watching, of course. And if you're just stumbling on this channel for the very first time and you have not subscribed, kilo day now, what's up now, kilo tell now, please subscribe. I promise that this channel is always fun. You will learn new things. I talk about adulting 101, I talk about lifestyle, I make vlogs about lifestyle and social media as well, and of course fashion also. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Anyway, today I was not even in the makeup mode. As you can see, a girl is without makeup and she's still glowing. In fact, I have not had my bath today. Yes, if you don't understand Yoruba, it simply means a girl that has not had a bath, but she's glowing. Can you see skin? Can you see how skin is matching? That's how we roll. Anyway, so for those that don't know me, I'm a lawyer, like I've already introduced myself. But I recently quit my job, my 9-to-5 job, sometimes in January. And I promised that I was going to tell you about it. So this particular video, I just want to tell you about why I quit my job. See, I feel like this particular series is going to be long, so I'm going to try as much as possible to keep it short and maybe put the videos in series so you can look out for the next series. You know, growing up, my very first dream, of course, for those that follow me on Instagram already know. If you're not following me on Instagram, I feel like you should, because that's where I'm at all the time. Follow me at Funsho Waters, and I create with FW. So my first dream ever was to be a queen, because my folks, my parents used to sing this song for me. Shofe Shayaba, Mufe Shayaba. So I used to think that being a queen was a profession. The song simply means, do you want to be a queen? And I would say, yes, I want to be a queen. So my dad would sing and I would respond that way. Then at some point in my life, I wanted to be an air hostess. And that was the point when dad was traveling, when dad was living outside the country. He was living in Ohio, dating Ohio. That was where he was staying. And when he came back home one time, he would gist us about how the air hostess were very poised, they were looking beautiful, how they were very courteous, and how they treated him very nicely, and how they had the opportunity of traveling from country to country. So that time I changed my mind. I said I wanted to become a air hostess. Then at some point in my life, I think at primary 4, I would confidently tell people that I wanted to be a humanitarian lawyer. Not because there was somebody in my family that was like a lawyer figure, like a role model that I'm looking up to. There was nothing like that. Of course, I have an Uncle Benga, that is a lawyer, but even at that, I didn't even know he was a lawyer until maybe later in life when I was growing up, maybe when I was in uni or something, have any figure in my life that encouraged me to be a lawyer. But I'm thinking from my head right now, it might have been influenced from African Magic, watching lawyers on TV, and then also watching the local station, then OSRC, maybe showing Ganifa Wemi. Ganifa Wemi is from Ondo State, so usually they will show him on our local TV, and I will see him. So most likely that's where I got the humanitarian lawyer from, because Ganifa Wemi was an humanitarian lawyer. Everybody knew him as a human rights activist, and that was what I wanted to become. I told everyone that needed to know. As a primary 4, I was good to go. So I of course went to art class like every other person. I was not about to change my dream. My dad was very supportive about that. So I entered OAU 100 level. No, I actually first did pre-degree before I went into OAU. My first year in school was when did I even realize that law wasn't for me? I could have been a broadcaster. So one thing I know is that I've always wanted to be a TV presenter, but I didn't think that I needed to go to school for it. Like, I didn't think I needed to go study it in school. So I feel like the reason, just like everybody, there are certain courses that were pronounced or very popular when we were growing up, and they were professional courses basically. If you didn't want to be a doctor, you either wanted to be an engineer. If you didn't want to be an engineer, you probably want to be a banker. If you didn't want to be a banker, maybe a nurse or a lawyer. So usually people go for professional courses, and for me, I knew that I could be anything in art. There was a time I considered acting. There was a time I considered going to foreign languages department. There was a time I considered psychology. There was a time I considered fine arts. So there were several courses I could have done in uni that I know that I would have been capable of handling. But I decided to just go for the most prestigious, just like every other person you get. So I finished uni, obviously. And when I went to law school, I still didn't think that I was not going to love practicing, because I did internship when I was in 200 level, but I wasn't even the kind of person that did internship every year. And this is what I would encourage for anyone watching me who is in university right now. I feel like the time that you need to actually take internship seriously is now. Don't wait till you are out of uni. I feel like from your 100 level, you can start going for internship and being intentional about your life. If there was something I wish I did better, was going for internship every break I got. Because I feel like if I was going for internships, I would know that I am not even necessarily into the 9 to 5 kind of life. So it was during law school that I realized that law school was so hard. Oh my God. See, if you've never been to law school, you would never understand what I mean by law school is super hard. For those that have been to law school, I know that you can relate to my story. It was from law school that I realized that life should not be this hard. I'm studying this law just because I want to help people. Why do I have to do all of this, stress myself, put pressure on myself, study all of this just to help people? If my sole aim in life was to make impact, why do I have to read all of these books just to make impact and help people? It was at that point that I started feeling like, I hope I've not missed road and all of that. But I am still very passionate about helping people regardless. But it's just that the idea of law that I had in my head is not what is practicable. It's not what is practiced when I started practicing. So after my law school, I served in Kano, but I was redeployed back to Ogun State, and then I did and then I got a job in Lagos. So that 1 year, First of all, I didn't know whether it was because I was coming for a very long distance. Maybe that's why I had the feeling I had. But I was staying with my sister in Lagos. I got a job at Ikoyi. My sister was staying far away in the mainland, and my work was on the island. So I had to wake up every day by 4:30 a.m. in the morning. By 5 a.m. at the very most, I must have been on my way to work. If not, I will be late. And sometimes I get to work really early in the morning when there's no traffic. So I get to work like 6:30, 6:45-ish. And I just crash on my table or my desk till around 7:30, 8 o'clock when work really starts. I always have to take coffee in the morning to wake myself up. At some point, I got addicted to taking coffee every morning, so I switched to taking tea. My office people, if they're watching this, they know that I must take tea or coffee in the morning. There must be something in my mug that I'm taking. And it's not because I feel like taking those things. It's just because I've noticed that they help me stay awake and they help me start my day. So I got a bit addicted to it. But the very first day I resumed work, I was excited about the opportunities. Oh my God, I'm working on the island. I was going to be collecting salary. How much was my salary as a cop? I think it was 80,000 naira. How much is 80,000 naira in dollars? I'm going to put the equivalent to dollars. So I was getting paid 80,000 naira, which was, not bad. I really didn't think my pay was impressive, but for the market, I'm telling you that some of my friends were being paid 25,000 naira. So for me, it was also still good. I was starting on a good note. My very first day at work, didn't leave work until like till 8 or something. So my day continued like that. Like I said, I wake up 4:30 a.m. every day. I get home like maybe 10:30. Some very good days, I get home like 9:30 p.m. That's when I get home. Bearing in mind that I've left home 4:30 a.m. in the morning. I spend 3 hours coming to work because of traffic. Or, okay, let's just say less than 3 hours. 5 to 7. So I spend like 2 to 3 hours coming to work, and I spend another 3 going back home. If I close by 6 and I leave work by 6, I'll probably get home by 9. Before now, then I'm now staying alone in my own place because I had to get a place. So I realized that my work was becoming a routine. I wake up very early, 4:30 a.m., go to work, just be behind the desk, typing stuff, drafting agreements, reviewing agreements, drafting will, advising clients, writing legal opinions, going to court. For me, the court was even at some point I didn't like going to court because I needed to go to court because staying back in the office, sitting down in a position and having to act like you're really serious, even sometimes when you don't really have so much on your table, was driving me crazy. So anytime I got the opportunity, what's wrong with me? So anytime I got the opportunity of going to court, I usually would jump on it because it's an opportunity to leave that position. But at some point, going to court was becoming frustrating because you could go to court and you will go to court around 8:30 or 8 for a court that sits by 9, and they will not call your matter until 1. Like, you will practically be sitting in court and they will not call your matter till 1 because there are several matters on ground and there's nothing you can do. God will now bless you to be the day that the senior advocate of Nigerians will be in court. So there is something that happens for lawyers. If your senior is in court, there's very likely that they'll call your seniors before you that you are, how many years ago did you finish new wig? Nobody will call your matter early like that, except maybe you are with your boss and maybe your boss is an SAN as well, so you guys can topple the list and all of that. Anyway, I just saw that I felt every day, I felt that there has to be more to life than this. I felt like I was being cramped, like I could not do as much as I would want to. I've always wanted media. So I don't know if I mentioned, like, my growing up, I've always been a performer. I was the actress in school. I would always take lead roles. In primary school, in secondary school, I am always the girl that represents for debates competition, for essay writing competitions, and all of that. So I was pretty much a performer in school, and to be very honest, I should have done something unserious. Now, I'm not trying to say that any course is unserious, but I should have done something more creative, like studied something more creative. Maybe I should have gone to theater arts. Maybe I could have studied foreign languages. Maybe I could have done something different from what I did, which seemed too serious for me. Or maybe it's just the legal system in Nigeria that seemed to have frustrated me, or the hustle and bustle in Lagos. I don't know which one it is, or I didn't enjoy the task I was being given. And it was getting to a point in time where I was just doing stuff because I didn't have a choice. I wasn't enjoying whatever I was doing. It was a task I needed to finish, so I would finish it. And I didn't want a situation whereby it would start telling on my job in terms of output. Like, if you don't like what you do, it's only a matter of time before you start performing very low at your place of work, and I didn't want that. So I had been planning to quit my job for a very long time. Every day at work, almost every week, I would always apply to other jobs, and the jobs I was looking for, they were basically jobs in media. Like I said, I've always been a performer, and I wanted to become I wanted to be a broadcaster or a TV presenter. I just never had the opportunity to go into media the way I would want to, because in uni, I was into media. I was hosting events. I was a corporate event host in school. I was a red carpet host. And so for me, I wanted that life. It was every time I held a microphone to talk to the crowd that I felt fulfilled. It was every time I hosted a show that I felt fulfilled and happy. It didn't seem like a job. Yes, it can be stressful because you're on your heels. You have to research what you're going to talk about. You have to maybe cram some things and all of that. But even at that, I was always happy. So I really was just stuck in between pursuing my dreams, being happy, doing what I love, or just like suck it up because nothing in life is supposed to be easy. Because I know that my siblings, everyone around me will always say, this is what adulthood brings. This is how people's jobs are. People will tell me they don't enjoy their job either, but they are there because you are an adult now and responsibilities are becoming more, and you have to solve your problems by yourself. Now, you're not going to be a liability to anybody. Nobody is even going to allow you to be a liability to them. So nobody is going to send you. So in actual fact, you really, really, really need to have a job that pays. So I couldn't just say I'm not doing my job again. I was considering quitting my job as at, I knew I didn't want to do this as at maybe the 3rd month of working. But I didn't have a choice because I was a copper. I needed to finish my service. And after service, I was torn in between, should I wait, apply to be retained at my job where I was, or should I quit and start looking for media jobs? It was at this point that I was in a big dilemma. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to go about it. I didn't want to be broke. I was saving up almost half of my salary just to get a house for myself and all of that. So this video is getting long. I would talk about how I eventually quit my job, how I went about it. I'm going to talk about it in the next video. So if you enjoyed this video, it was just a chit chat with me anyway. if you can relate. Have you ever had to quit your job, or do you enjoy what you do? Because I feel like a lot of people don't enjoy what they do, and I don't know if that's supposed to be life, but I would not accept the fact that I would be engaged to a job I hate. So I decided to move past that and do what makes me happy. Are you in that same position like me? Can you relate? If you can, let me know in the comment section. Have you ever had to quit your job? Do you currently enjoy what you do? Are you considering quitting your job? If you have any questions for me to answer on how I quit my job, how I was able to make the decision, all of that good stuff that relates to adulting, please comment in the comment section. I'll be so glad to hear from you. If you want to send something longer, my email address is in the description box, so you can send me an email. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much, guys. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I love you. Mwah.